Ready? Okay. We left off on the first Thanksgiving, on how the Pilgrims and the Native Americans celebrated the first Christmas. Today we're going to read about a Thanksgiving meal. Back then, 1621 was the first Thanksgiving, and what we do today. So we're kind of comparing, contrasting what we did in reading. Think about what's different, what's the same. So, meat and fish in 1621. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoag ate duck, geese, turkey, and deer at the first Thanksgiving. They had fish, lobster, clams too. These foods were usually cooked over a fire. So remember, back then, they cooked outside. So the fish was poked in and all the fishes were together and like a sorcery going around like the goose too, and the deer, okay, they turned it. The meat was cooked in a spit over an open fire. Today, turkey is a traditional Thanksgiving meat. Most people roast turkey in an oven. Some cook it in a deep fryer. Often ham, chicken, and seafood are also part of the meal. So we typically eat turkey and mommy or grandma, somebody cooks it in the oven. The Pilgrims did not have ovens at the first Thanksgiving because in order to have an oven, you had to have electricity. Back then, they didn't have electricity. Fruits and vegetables, 1621. The Pilgrims grew most of their food served at the first Thanksgiving. They had corn, squash, beans, carrots, and spinach. They also served stews, pumpkin pudding, and fried cornbread. The Pilgrims also enjoyed wild berries and nuts at the meal. Today, many of our fruit and vegetables are served today at Thanksgiving. We enjoy green beans, corn, cranberry sauce, potatoes, and applesauce. We buy most of our food from the grocery store or the farmers markets. Potatoes and apples were not grown in America at the first time of the first Thanksgiving. So they didn't eat mashed potatoes, anything with potatoes, or anything with apples, like apple pie, nothing like that. We do today. Sweets and desserts, 1621. The Pilgrims did not have sugar to make sweet pies and desserts at the first Thanksgiving. The sweetest dishes on the table were probably wild berries and dishes made with them. So blueberries, strawberries, plums, grapes, raspberries, those were their desserts. Pilgrims dried the fruit after picking them so they could eat them later in the year. What we do today, we have pies, cakes, and other desserts are the big part of today's Thanksgiving meals. What is your favorite Thanksgiving pie? Is it pumpkin pie, apple pie, pecan pie, cherry pie? You're gonna write it right here. What's your favorite? The Pilgrims did not have the ingredients to make the pie custards like we do today. So the filling inside, they didn't have the materials or the ingredients to make it. So remember, you're gonna write that and we're gonna collect it. Now, you're also gonna write one way that today's Thanksgiving meal is different from back then. So what do we do differently today? Okay, you're gonna write me a sentence. Then you're going to write me a sentence about how are they the same? What did we do? What are we doing today? And what did they do a long time ago? The same.